St. Mary's Girls Hostel was one of the oldest hostels in the city, nearly 100 years old. During the day, it was just like any other hostel, full of laughter, studying, and playful mischief. But at night, the place felt different. Eerie. Many girls had reported strange sounds, doors opening and closing by themselves, and footsteps in the hallways. But the scariest story of all was about room 206, a room that no one stayed in for long. They said something unseen lived there, something that woke up in the darkness. Riya, an 18-year-old girl, had just moved into the hostel. Since all the other rooms were occupied, she was assigned to room 206. She found it strange that the room had been vacant for so long, but she didn't think much about it. The room looked just like the others, but there was a faint, musty smell, and the old curtains on the windows seemed untouched for years. Riya unpacked her bags and lay down on the bed, unaware of the terror waiting for her that night. It hadn't been long since Riya had fallen asleep when she suddenly woke up to a faint whispering sound. It was so soft that she wasn't sure if it was real or just her imagination. Riya. Her heart pounded. She looked around the room. It was completely empty. She thought it might be other girls in the hostel, so she ignored it and tried to sleep again. This time, the voice was right next to her ear. Cold fear gripped her. Her hands trembled as she quickly turned on the bedside lamp. In the corner of the room, on the wall, was a long, hunched shadow, too tall, too distorted to be human. Riya let out a blood-curdling scream that echoed through the entire hostel. The next morning, Riya told the hostel warden, Mrs. D'Souza, what had happened. But instead of looking surprised, the warden just sighed and said, "It happened again?" Riya felt a chill run down her spine. What did she mean by again? She begged to change rooms, but the warden replied, "Just stay for one more night, then we'll see." Riya reluctantly agreed, unaware that the next night would be even worse. She couldn't sleep. She kept her bedside lamp on and lay in bed wide awake. At exactly 2 a.m., the lamp suddenly turned off by itself. And then the whisper returned. Riya's breath stopped. Her eyes moved toward the corner of the room. The shadow was still there, but this time it was moving toward her. She panicked and grabbed her phone to turn on the flashlight. The moment the light hit the shadow, it stopped moving. The door slammed shut by itself. Riya ran to the door and tried to open it, but something was pulling her back. She struggled with all her strength, but she felt cold fingers touch her neck. In pure terror, she kicked the door as hard as she could. The door swung open and she sprinted out of the room. The next day, some hostel girls told Riya about what had happened in room 206 many years ago. 10 years ago, a girl named Sakshi had mysteriously died in that room. Her lifeless body was found on the bed, but no one ever discovered the cause of her death. Since then, every girl who stayed in that room had experienced the same shadow, the same whispers. What happened to Riya was not new. That very day, the warden had room 206 permanently sealed. But even now, late at night, girls in the hostel sometimes hear a whisper in the hallway.